Hello, my name is Jen. Welcome to this balancing yoga set. Today we're going to focus on the chakra system and work up the chakras one exercise at a time, essentially, really to focus on cultivating a sense of balance, a harmony in the body that will give you a newfound sense of strength and resolve. So we're going to begin by just sitting down and finding a nice, easy, cross-legged position. So sit at the center of your mat, find a tall spine, roll your shoulders up, back, and down a few times. Settle in, sit tall, close your eyes, and bring all your attention to the ground beneath you. Feel the areas where your body meets the ground. Feel your sit bones heavy on the mat or floor. Bring your chin in towards you just a little bit, tucking it slightly so that the back of the neck is long. And take a moment to connect to your breath. Begin to breathe a little bit slower, a little bit deeper, and just watch as the air comes in and goes out through the nose. Allow your hands to rest on your knees and breathe. Now, either keeping your eyes closed or peeking up at me, we're going to begin rotating our lower spine by churning to the right. So this is a movement that starts really at the base of the spine, and we're just kind of moving in small circles at first, and then as you get familiar with the movement, maybe making the circles a little bit bigger. We're going to inhale as we come forward, exhale as we come back. Really connecting mind, breath, body. And we're here for about a minute, so really dive into it. Find a place to pause and gently reverse the direction, keeping the circles small at first, really focusing on moving from the base of the spine, keeping your sit bones grounded, so feeling that steadiness, feeling the sense of gravity, you on the mat as you move. Just kind of waking up the spine, that's all we're really doing. And begin to feel this rhythm and dive into it. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Now come to a neutral spine with eyes still closed and pay attention to any subtle shifts in your energy just with that little warm up. Wonderful job. Now we're going to work a little bit more with this second chakra. So go ahead and come up to your knees. Place your hands on your lower back, fingers up, and push your hips forward. Just finding a nice back bend, pulling your shoulders back so that your chest is opening, and breathe deeply here. If you have the range, you can actually reach back for your heels. Listen to your body though. If you're reaching back for the heels and it feels comfortable, allow your head weight to drop and really open up the front of the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the heart. We're working on really stretching and expanding in the heart area, as well as pushing those hips forward to expand through the sacral chakra. Breathe all the way down, allowing the belly to rise and exhaling completely. We're just here for a few breaths. Now very slowly begin to come out of this the way that you came in. So bring your hands to your back first, and then gently push yourself up. And we're going to take child's pose. So your forehead comes to the mat, you're sitting back on your heels, and bring your hands to prayer position, really pushing right hand into left, left into right. Feel the pulse of your body, still breathing deep, just relaxing here. Now roll up and bring your hands together behind you, clasping your hands, and if that's too much for you, clasping your elbows, and then bending forward again, keeping your hands clasped and lifting them up as much as you can. This is a huge opening in the heart, really working those shoulders. For hunched over at a computer a lot, this is a perfect exercise to really find expansion. Just 3 breaths here. Go ahead and release, roll up, and we're going to make our way to all fours, tabletop position. So really feel like a tabletop here. We want our back flat, the crown of our head reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. Pull your abdominals in and up, navel toward your spine. Really hold. Breathe deep while pulling that belly in, and just notice the strength that that takes alone. Now reach your right hand forward, your left foot back, and find this real sense of opposing, and find this stretch as deeply as you can, almost as though someone was tugging gently at your fingertips and your toes. Breathe deep. Now return to neutral and lift the opposite hand, opposite leg. Really pull that navel in. This exercise is what you make it, so the more you're engaged in the core, in that third chakra area, just around the navel, the more you're going to be able to find benefits. The third chakra is associated with our confidence, our strength, our sense of locus of control. So really pull in and up. One more deep breath here. And then come back to all fours and come up to a push-up position. So feel that extra engagement at the core, 10 breaths. Breathe deeper than you think you can. Pull the belly in and up. We're still holding here. Really focus on breathing in to the navel as you pull it in. And we'll come to a side plank. So right hand comes up toward the ceiling. Really try to lift the left hip up and feel that nice long line of energy. And just for 3 breaths, we're going to go ahead and rotate the arm here, getting a little bit of movement going. So just bring the fingertips down, up and around 3 times. Challenging the balance a little bit more. And then slowly, with control, navel in, make your way back to push up, and we'll come up to the other side right away. Bringing the left fingertips up and then making the big circles. Now come back to a push-up position, lower down all the way this time. Just take a moment, rock your hips side to side. And then bring your hands alongside your shoulders and push yourself up to a baby cobra, lifting your hands off the mat, feeling the strength of the lower back. A few breaths here. Breathe into the lower back. Returning to that second chakra. Breathing deep. And then lower down. Now push yourself up again, and this time come up to full Cobra if you have that range, and really expand again through the heart, pulling the shoulders back. 3 breaths. Lift your chin and really feel that stretch along the front of the neck as well as the chest. And lower back down. Push yourself up to a push-up position and back to down dog. Just for a few breaths. Wonderful job. Now reach your right foot up toward the ceiling. Really reach, reach, reach. Bend the knee, open the hip to the side of the room. Take a breath. Lift the foot back up and then bring it between the hands and come up to a high lunge. Here, clasp your hands behind you and look up and just take a nice slight back bend. So engage everything here. Pull your navel in. Focus on your feet rooting down into the ground. Focus on opening through the throat, the second chakra, through the chest, the heart chakra, pulling your shoulder blades together behind you, breathing deep. And then circle down, frame the foot, come back to plank, lower down, come up to a cobra or up dog with the knees off the ground, and then back to down dog. Lift the left foot up to the ceiling, bend the knee, open the hip to the side of the room. Lift the foot back up and then come to your high lunge. Take your time. Really stretch your arms up here and then allow them to come down, pushing the air away. Hands clasp and find that nice little back bend. Feeling your steadiness from the ground up, from the soles of the feet up, pulling the left hip back so that you're steady in the hips, you're strong in the hips, you're expanding through the heart, you're pulling in with the navel to steady you, you're stretching the throat, and then go ahead and come out of this, frame the foot, come back to plank, and lower all the way down and just rock the hips side to side. So slowly make your way back up to all fours. Or just take a few little spinal flexes here, cat-cow. Inhale, look up, lift the tailbone up. Exhale, just allow your head to hang and really curl that spine. Just a few like that. And then come to easy pose. Wonderful job. Now close your eyes, sit up really tall like we did in the beginning, and bring your inner gaze to the place right at the root of the nose. So between the eyebrows, really focus there. It may help to actually bring your index finger to that place, right between the eyebrows. And just bring your inner gaze toward that area. And see if you can focus on really breathing into this area. This is the center of the pituitary gland. It is a place from which we can connect to our intuition. Our sixth chakra, the third eye. Just breathe and focus, allowing this subtle meditation keeping the eyes rolled up and in. Now see if you can bring your inner gaze up, almost as though you were looking up through the crown of the head. It's a very weird feeling. So you're looking all the way up and in with your eyes closed. And imagine you could see right outside of the top of your head. Inhale, exhale. Just a few breaths here, keeping that gaze. There may be a little stretch for your eyes, so stick with it. Connecting to this crown chakra. For the last 3 breaths, make the breath as deep as you can. Inhale as much as you can, filling all of your body. Hold for a moment, and then exhale as slowly as you can. Still looking up through the crown of the head. 2 more. Inhale, deep as you can. And hold. And exhale as slowly as you can. One more time. Inhale. Really focus on looking up through the crown of the head, looking up toward the sky, toward the heavens, toward whatever you can imagine beyond the clouds. Looking up toward the sky, beyond the clouds, and exhale slow as you can. Complete the exhale until your navel is actually pulling in toward your spine. Sit up as tall as you can, and then gently blink your eyes open. We'll take a few neck rolls, just allowing the chin to come to the chest, right ear to right shoulder. Maybe you take half moons if you don't like your head weight to come back, or come all the way around. Inhaling as you come back, exhaling as your chin comes to your chest. And just a few times. Maybe switch the direction. And then allow the head to find neutral. Find that tall spine again. Begin to rub your hands together as vigorously as you possibly can. Really get a lot of heat going here. Rub them together. And then push that heat right into your eyes. Just allowing the base of your palm to rest in your eye sockets, allowing your fingertips to just kind of find a nice gentle place at the top of your head, and then begin to drag that energy down to your heart, really pushing into your heart. Take a breath here. Notice the way your chest rises and falls, and then bring your hands to prayer. Wonderful job. This was a subtle practice, but it did take a lot of strength. I thank you so much for practicing with me. The light in me salutes and honors the light in you.